Okay.
I don't think there's anyone watching yet.
There's no one watching yet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wait till somebody's watching.
I mean, I'm watching. Does that help?
You're watching that. You're not watching
Yeah, I know.
on the other. You can go get your phone and you can watch. He's over getting on his phone. He wants to be the first watcher. You watching? I can see you. He's hiding back here behind that. Uh-huh. Since you're watching, just go ahead and give a thumbs up. Come on.
I'm not watching it.
You're not watching yet?
No, I'm not watching it.
I thought he was over there playing on his phone. So I got one person on there, and supposedly it's not Kagan. He says it's not, but he's back here on his phone like he thinks he is.
No, there's not a lot of service.
So, all right. I'm going to wait just a few minutes, get a few more people on here if we can, and to give the big announcement. But I'm in here working on the international. I guess the big news that's not the big announcement, but in February, you're going to start seeing international videos again. And I'm going to try to go back to one video a week starting in February. I'm probably trying to do this every year now, is to kind of take December and January and go to 2 videos a month instead of 4. And just because of holidays and things going on and bad weather and work things. So that worked out real well, and I'll probably continue that. And then February through November will continue to be 1 video a week if I can keep that going, because you guys stay pretty busy to do that. So, man, I was really hoping to get a few more people watching before I gave the big news. Did you finally get on there? No, he's putting it in his pocket now. What'd you do? Bring the funny guy.
I'm back.
He's commenting.
I was requested.
That's requested.
Yeah.
Yeah, by you.
Yeah.
So,
Who's not important?
oh, here, I'll show you guys what you're sitting on right now. So, yeah, that's sitting here beside the truck. Ain't that nice? It still needs a lot of parts. It still needs a lot of parts. It's not done yet. I don't have any of the injection lines on there because, well, when we go to lifting and stuff around, I don't want to bend those, so I've left those off for now. But I'm probably more excited about that transmission than I am that motor, mainly because the 4-speed kind of ruined me in that truck. Like, it was the large gap between gears and no power, and the combination of both of those was pretty rough, just so you know. Now I'm going to have some power because, I mean, it is an IDI, and it is what it is. I know it. I'm hoping for right around 300 horse, around 600 foot-pounds of torque, but more excited about transmission.
And those are respectable numbers.
They're not bad. They're like stock LB7 numbers, which is cool. So everybody keeps coming on. Everybody keeps dropping off. I guess they'll just have to see this one when I post it up as a video. So for whoever's still left watching, I'll just go ahead and tell everybody that I got an email the other day. I got the email from Garage Brood Moto Show. Now, for those of you who don't know what that is, we go every year. We go every year because they take like 50 bikes and they put it upstairs in Ryan Geist Brewery.
Now, where is that?
Hold on. Chuck asked the question. I'm going to answer his question. He said, how come no ZF5? And that is a good question, Chuck, because that was originally that was my plan. The reason I didn't go ZF5 is because to buy this transmission and to buy a ZF5 was not that far apart in price. And the problem with the ZF5, and even if I went ZF6, a lot of the IDI guys have problems with the they got to buy a really expensive clutch, and you got to get like dual mass flywheel, and you got to like really spend some money between the motors. And for the money I would have spent doing all of that, I went and bought a brand new dump truck clutch because this is a dump truck transmission. And the flywheel is significantly larger, more surface area. So I end up with a clutch that holds way better than a ZF5, and it doesn't have all the money attached to it. Plus, there's no way I ever hurt this transmission with that engine. It's just not going to happen. It is built so heavy because it's built for, well, it came off of a Power Stroke International, a 4700 series with the T444E engine, which is a 7.3 liter Power Stroke. That's why it bolts up. So that's why I didn't go ZF5, not because the ZF5 is not a good transmission, but because this option came around that bolted right up, and I just had to do the flywheel adapter, which was helped with my buddy Brian. And I think this is gonna, it doesn't have an overdrive, that's a 1-to-1, so I'm gonna make up the gearing in the rear end, but that is a 6+1, so it's got an unsynchronized granny gear, which is a 10.09 to 1, which is
in the short term for the explanation is transmission's heavy enough and it's built well enough. He's not going to be able to tear it up. It's almost dummy proof.
almost, because we'll find out. But it does have 7 forward gears, and right now I've got a 410 geared rear end. I'm going to change the rear end gear ratio of that axle to make up for not having an overdrive, because the 6 gear is a 1-to-1. And if I need to, I was going to go to 373. If I feel like that is still not high enough geared, I can always go to a 342 in the rear end, because that's widely available for the 14-bolt GM axle. So even though this doesn't have an overdrive, I can gear the rear end to make up for that, and it'll kind of feel like it's got an overdrive. But right now, with the numbers I'm figuring, I should be somewhere around 2,400 RPM at 70 mile an hour, which will still give me plenty of grunt. And it'll run a little higher RPM than my Duramax down the road, but it doesn't make the same kind of power. So I might need those extra RPM. We'll see. We'll find out when we drive the truck. I can always change the rear gear ratio later. But that answer your question, Chuck? And thank you, by the way. I do appreciate your question.
He appreciates all comments and questions that aren't mine.
That aren't Kagan's. Because Kagan asks questions and I go, really, Kagan? So, anyways, back to the information about Garage Brood. So, Garage Brood holds, they hold a bike show.
Ryan Heist holds bike show.
Okay. So, Ryan Geist Brewery in Cincinnati holds a bike show every year. And it's right around the end of January, and we go every year. It's a good time. We've taken my son the last few years. He really enjoys it. We've met my brother-in-law there and his kids, and we've walked around. Usually some really cool-looking bikes. There's only like 50 of them there. And so once your bike is nominated to be there and they accept it, they're only going to accept 50 motorcycles. Well, this year I rolled the dice, because what are they going to tell me? No. And I nominated my chopper. And I sent pictures, and I kind of gave them a little bit of information about the bike, and they sent me an email back and said, you're in. So if you guys are familiar with my chopper, and if not, you can go back and look at the previous videos where I do a walk around on it. And I actually built the chopper before this channel existed. And you can find the build video of it on JB3 Moto's YouTube. But the big news is my bike's going to be at Garage Brood Motorcycle Show in Cincinnati at the Ryan Geist Brewery on January 31st. So if you're in that area and you want to come, it's a free event, and you want to come up there and maybe buy a beer there in Ryan Geist and walk around and look at motorcycles, it's a terrible time. I mean, it's awful.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it.
So if you want to come join us and say hi, we will be there. And yeah, if you see us there, make fun of Kagan and say hi to me. And vote for my bike to win the what they call it, People's Choice. Yeah, vote for me. So outside of that, that's my big announcement. I'm pretty stoked. I feel very flattered that they would choose my bike. So I'm really excited about it because out of the no, I don't know how many nominations they got, but I know that they only could take in like, and I'm gonna say roughly 50 bikes, and it may be more, might be less, but they chose me. So, anyways, guys, I've got work to do. I got front suspension stuff to work on. So if you've not seen that you haven't seen that yet, I won't say if you've not seen that, look it up. But you've not seen that yet. It doesn't come out till February. So February, you get to see the whole front end of the truck come apart. You get to see what I'm doing with the front suspension. Kagan is not a fan
At all.
of what I'm doing with the front suspension. It's going to work, maybe,
It'll work.
probably.
It's going to be ugly.
I hope so. So, guys, we'll see you later.
See you guys later.